After losing your father, did you fall into deep sorrow and longing for him? Abby carries the permanent pain of her father's murder at the hands of Joel and has sworn to seek revenge. In the first season, we all saw Joel kill a member of the Firefly organization in order to save his daughter, Ellie. When you had a father, did you ever cherish him? Just like young Ellie, her father, Joel, always protected her, ensuring she grew up healthy. However, cracks began to appear in their relationship, and Ellie never truly realized how much her father silently sacrificed for her. Everyone's growth comes at a price. Only some prices are particularly heavy. Hello everyone, I'm Michael, and today I share with you my narrating for episode 2 of The Last of Us Season 2. This episode unfolds through two storylines. The first centers on the Firefly organization's revenge. Abby and the 5 remaining Firefly members secretly hide in an abandoned house not far from Jackson Town. They all know Abby thirsts for revenge, but there is no specific plan on how to approach Joel and capture him alone. For now, they can only wait for the right opportunity while guarding against attacks from the infected. One day it's Abby's turn to patrol. In the biting cold wind, she spots 2 horseback riders approaching from afar. As she moves closer to observe them, she accidentally slips down a slope. When she looks around, her heart pounds. She has fallen into a swarm of infected. The only hope of survival is to run for her life. She reaches a walled area, but the infected continue to chase her. Abby fires all her bullets, but she still can't stop them from closing in. Just as they are about to tear her apart, a strong hand suddenly reaches out and pulls her to safety. When Dinah calls this person Joel, Abby realizes that the one who saved her was the very man she has been desperately seeking, the murderer of her father. Why does fate toy with her so cruelly? The one who killed her father is now the one who saved her life. How should she decide? But why did Joel and Dinah appear at that moment, in that place? To answer that, we must turn to the second storyline, the desperate battle of Jackson Town's residents against an invasion of infected. In Jackson Town, residents have discovered a hidden strain of fungus in the sewer pipes. This fungus, known as crabfoot fungus, is similar to the pathogen that caused the global outbreak. Its mycelium forms a sensory network capable of detecting nearby humans and transmitting their location to the infected. Recognizing the threat, town leader Tommy gathers the residents and decides that they must act swiftly. He sends an experienced squad, Joel and Dinah, to investigate, while Jesse and Ellie scout other areas to track the infected's movements. However, after they leave, Jackson Town faces its largest invasion of infected in history. The battle begins. Maria first evacuates women, children, and the elderly to a basement shelter, ensuring their safety from both the infected and crossfire. On the surface, warriors deploy their defenses, knowing that survival depends on their actions in the next few moments. First line of defense, the barrel tactic. Jackson Town's walls are lined with enormous heavy barrels of gasoline. As hordes of infected surge forward, warriors push the barrels over the edge. The rolling weight crushes many infected on impact, but this is just the beginning. The barrels are filled with gasoline. Snipers take aim and fire, piercing the barrels and triggering massive explosions. Fire engulfs the infected, and the air fills with the scent of burning flesh. Agonized screams echo into the night. Second line of defense, sharpshooters on the walls. Amidst smoke and fire, the warriors on the walls enter sniper mode. Using their vantage points, they take precise shots. Each pull of the trigger fells another infected, the bullets piercing skulls to ensure none rise again. Warriors remain calm, adjusting their angles and ensuring no infected make it close to the walls. The battlefield transforms into a gruesome bloodbath. And then the unthinkable happens. A super-infected storms onto the battlefield. Towering like a beast, its twisted flesh is covered in rock-like armor. Bullets bounce harmlessly off its hide. It charges toward the town's wooden gate and effortlessly smashes through. It has breached Jacksontown's final barrier. Final line of defense. Portable oxygen tank fire assault. The warriors were prepared. Each carries a portable oxygen tank on their back. This is their last hope. As the super-infected rushes toward Maria's shelter, Tommy shouts to divert its attention. Though bullets cannot pierce its armor, the noise draws its focus. Tommy continues firing while moving swiftly, luring the creature away from the shelter. Now is the moment. Tommy rips open the valve on his oxygen tank, releasing highly concentrated oxygen. Then, fire ignites in an instant. A brutal inferno engulfs the super-infected. It thrashes, roaring in agony. As the oxygen burns away, the creature is finally reduced to charred remains. It collapses. Tommy exhales, exhausted, but they have survived. Meanwhile, Joel, Dina, and Abby are facing their own crisis. A snowstorm blinds their path, forcing them to struggle through the icy wilderness, unable to return to Jacksontown. Just as despair sets in, Abby suddenly stops. She points ahead. "That's my shelter. We can rest here." Joel walks in without suspicion, but in that moment, fate shifts. The Firefly members were already waiting. Within seconds, Joel and Dina are subdued. Dina fights back, only to be injected with a sedative. Her consciousness fades as she sinks into unconsciousness. Abby steps closer to Joel, her eyes burning with years of pent-up rage. Finally, she reveals her true identity. This is not just a capture. This is her long-awaited revenge. Her fists slam into Joel's face, each blow carrying the weight of her grief and fury. Her comrades watch, hesitation creeping into their expressions. Some turn away, unable to bear the sight. But the tragedy does not end here. At the other end of the town, Ellie discovers tracks in the snow. She follows them relentlessly, eventually reaching the Firefly hideout. The moment she steps inside, she witnesses the most devastating sight of her life. Joel lying motionless in a pool of blood. Her world shatters, her breath stops, her mind goes blank. Only rage and despair remain. The seed of vengeance takes root in her heart, growing fast, consuming everything within her. The snow falls in silence, blood slowly blends into the ice. In this bitter winter, the weight of love and hatred becomes heavier than ever. I'm Michael. If you enjoyed my shows, please subscribe my channel so you won't miss my next episode 3. See you next time. Till then, take care.